Good morning, everyone, and welcome to United Ways for Southeastern Michigan's virtual town hall on water and utilities assistance. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Audrey Walker, and I will be your moderator for today's town hall. Today, we will hear from United Way's President and CEO, Dr. Darian Hudson, Saunteel Jenkins, CEO of the Heat and Warmth Fund, and Sean Scane, MEAP Program Administrator at United Way for Southeastern Michigan. For those of you watching live, please leave your questions in the Q&A chat box, which you will find by clicking in the question mark at the top right corner of your screen. The last 10 minutes of today's town hall are reserved for questions, and we will do our best to get through every question. Now I would like to give a warm welcome to United Way for Southeastern Michigan's President and CEO, Dr. Darian Hudson, to say a few words.
Thank you, Audrey, and good morning to everyone. Before we begin, I just wanted to just say a prayer and offer support and thoughts to our community up in Midland and Saginaw County. This devastating event is one that we're going to need everyone's help to be able to provide support. And so as you're listening to this, I wanted to also lift their community. They have a website already up. It is called reliefmidland.org. And you can go to this website. You will see emergency and flood alerts. You will be able to access 211 services to help for those who are in need. And there are also opportunities to sign up for volunteer services and support. And so to all of our families and communities in Midland, we are praying for you, and we're ready to roll our sleeves up and provide help for you. Today, we are talking about water and utility assistance. This is our third town hall that we have offered for the community. Previously, we've held town halls on unemployment and food assistance. And this is more important than ever in terms of not only what's happening with the pandemic, but what so many of our families are experiencing even before this started. United Way is focused on ALICE. ALICE stands for Asset Limited, Income Constrained, and Employed. And this group actually consists of 44% of the families in our community who are struggling to meet their most basic needs, from being able to pay rent to putting food on the table, and also being able to pay for their utility bills. That's why we wanted to bring two experts from the field today to talk with all of you. First, we will hear from Saunteel Jenkins, who is the CEO of the Heat and Warmth Fund, also known as THAW. THAW is a nonprofit organization that provides energy assistance to Michigan residents in need. Saunteel has consistently worked to improve the lives of people in Detroit for many years. And before coming to THAW, she served as a member of the Detroit City Council and was elected council president in 2013. Saunteel has also served as the director of a Detroit homeless shelter for men fighting addiction. And she is currently serving as the board president for the National Energy and Utility Affordability Coalition. Saunteel's efforts to help the residents of Detroit continued when she became the CEO of THAW in 2014, and she has remained dedicated to inspiring change throughout the state of Michigan. She is truly a friend to us all. The second speaker we will hear from today is our very own Sean Scane, Michigan Energy Assistance Program, or MEAP, Program Administrator at United Way for Southeastern Michigan. Sean is responsible for managing and coordinating all aspects of the MEAP program. Sean has been with us for 5 years, during which time he has helped to implement new strategies and systems for assistance within the MEAP program to focus on making utility assistance a better experience for all of those who apply. We are so grateful to have both of you with us today. And without further ado, I would like to now welcome our first guest speaker, Saunteel Jenkins, CEO of THAW. Thank you.
Good morning, Dr. Hudson. Thank you so much for having me today.
Good morning. Thank you.
Thank you all for having these town hall meetings and imparting so much important information to our community during these trying times. I'm pleased to be here representing the Hitam One Fund and to talk about water, utilities, water and other utilities, including electricity and gas. Because right now, with all of us sheltered in place, we're all using more utilities. We're using more electricity. We're using more water. We had a much longer cold spell, so we used more gas. Yet, many of us are becoming more and more income constrained. So this is an important topic, and I'm glad that you've taken the lead on this topic. At the Hitam One Fund, we've been serving families across the state of Michigan since 1985, providing assistance with gas, water, electricity, and deliverable fuels. Last year, we helped over 10,000 families stay healthy, safe, and warm at home. This year, we hope to do even more. But right now, we are focusing on vulnerable families who are experiencing a financial crisis and experiencing a different kind of energy crisis because of the requirement to be home, stay home, and use more. One program that we just started that we're really proud of is our Frontline Energy Program, which is focused on our frontline heroes in hospitals and healthcare centers and grocery stores, our bus drivers, some police officers, our frontline heroes who meet the standard that United Way is so focused on, the ALICE population. They make above 150% of the federal poverty level, which is what most assistance programs require that you make below 150%, but they don't make quite enough for ends to meet. They still struggle. So we're focused on helping frontline energy heroes with gas, water, electricity, and one of the things that we've noticed thus far is the average income and we've gotten over 1,000 applications. The average income thus far has been about $29,000 for a single household. So there are folks out there every day putting their lives at risk for us to keep us healthy and safe, and they're still not making enough to meet all of their basic needs at home, including energy assistance. So if there are folks out there who need assistance, whether you're frontline and essential workers, or if you're at home and you've been laid off, if you're underemployed, if you need assistance, we also provide assistance through our MEAP program, which is Michigan Energy Assistance Program. Applications for these programs are available at thawfund.org, and they can also call 1-800-866-THAW, and that's THAW, as in the Hitam One Fund, and we will be happy to help. One of the other things that we're doing that we think is really important is teaching families how to save energy. That's especially important right now where we're all sheltered in place. So when you apply for assistance through the Hitam One Fund, when you go online to complete an application, we actually have an energy efficiency video that teaches families how to save money, different tips that you can do to save money on electricity, gas, and water. I want people to know, in addition to the programs that THAW is offering, there are other ways to get assistance with utilities. The Michigan Department of Health and Human Services has the State Emergency Relief Program, which will offer assistance with water, gas, and electricity as well. And people can apply online by going to the State of Michigan's website and going to MDHHS. There's the RAP program. The Detroit Water and Sewage Department offers assistance through their RAP program, which provides assistance by paying $25 a month on the customer's bill as long as the customer is paying a portion of their bill on time for 12 months, and then at the end of the 12 months, a portion of the arrears are forgiven. At THAW, we have affordable payment plans but also offer arrears forgiveness for families after they've paid their monthly bills on time for an extended period of time, and the monthly bills are actually reduced. We help to pay the cost of the monthly bill. And what that looks like depends on who your utility provider is. It could be a reduced flat fee, or it could be a percentage off. You would have to go to our website, again, thawfund.org, or call 1-800-866-THAW to get more information. I just want to stop and make sure that there are no questions before I continue.
Yes, thank you, Saunteel, for that. We will have time to answer some questions a little bit later. We have listed all of those phone numbers and links in the chat box as well. We're going to now turn it over to Sean Scane, MEAP Program Administrator for United Way for Southeastern Michigan.
All right, thank you and good morning, everyone. So we are really happy to announce that here at United Way, we have funding available to provide utility assistance. So really through these incredibly difficult and challenging times, we're just grateful to be able to help. So before I, jump into everything, just outlining, I want to go through the steps in applying for assistance for this year because it's a little complicated. I want to make sure that, we're giving all the information out that might make it just a little bit easier as you're going through the application process. So the first step in gaining utility assistance this year is by filling out an application for state emergency relief, like Ms. Jenkins was just talking about. We do that through the Department of Health and Human Services, and it can be done online through MyBridges. So if you go to the chat box, you can actually see the link to go and apply for state emergency relief through MyBridges online. If you need assistance in filling out that application or you don't feel comfortable in filling out that application on your own, that's okay. We do have a MEAP assistance line for United Way that is open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. and the number is 844-211-4994, which you can see the number just on the screen here. So after you receive an approval for state emergency relief, you might have something like a copay that you have to pay. And I would just say, don't worry or stress about that if you do see a copay on your relief decision. That is something that we can absolutely help with. So if you come to our program, we can help you pay that copay and help it, make it easier for you to gain assistance. And we can provide further assistance too. So after you receive that approval letter, our team members can also assist you further with providing a one-time payment to your energy supplier to help pay any past due balance that you might have with your utility provider. And we can also enroll you into an affordable payment plan. So these plans are like DTE's LSP program, Consumers Care Program, or SEMCO's MEAP program. And these programs are really great. The max that you would pay per month for both your electricity and heat is $130. And while you're making those payments, you actually, if you have any arrears or backed balance with your utility provider, that is forgiven. So if you are interested in applying for this assistance, you can submit an application online at usm.smapply.org. That is uwsem.smapply.org. Or again, you can call our MEAP assistance line at 844-211-4994. But when you apply, just please be sure to have your decision notice from your state emergency relief application and your most recent utility bill. But I just want to add, we're really here to help, just like Dr. Hudson and Ms. Jenkins were saying, and thank you.
All right, thank you both. We are going to open it up for a couple of questions as well. So, Sean, to your point in enrolling, how long does it take to get enrolled in an affordable payment plan?
Yeah, absolutely. So after receiving the application, it's usually around between 7 to 10 days that we have a decision and you will actually be enrolled in that payment plan.
Okay, great. And I've got a question here for Saunteel. It says, if I need help with my gas, electric, and water, can I get assistance with all three?
Thank you for that question. And yes, there are programs to help with all three. THAW has programs to help with all three. The state emergency relief program could potentially help with all three as well. Yes. So if you give us a call or go online and contact us, we'll be able to give you more specific information about your individual situation.
Okay, great. And I've got a question here for Sean. Can you briefly talk about RAP through Wayne Metro?
Yeah, RAP is the water assistance program that they have at Wayne Metro. It is a great program. We actually refer a lot of people who are coming to us for electric and gas assistance, utility assistance to the RAP program, but they're able to assist with your water bill. And I believe that we also have the link on how to apply through RAP in the comments box as well.
Okay, great. And then just a question here. Can I apply for the state emergency relief if I don't receive benefits through the state?
Yes, you are absolutely able to apply for a state emergency relief payment if you do not receive benefits through the state already. So we encourage you, and if you have any other questions, we had that, even after this town hall, you can call our MEAP assistance line, and we're happy just to answer any questions too. But it's open to everybody to apply for state emergency relief, and we encourage you, if you're falling behind for any reason, just to put in an application.
Now, can you apply for these, or what should you do if your gas and electric are already shut off?
So if they're already shut off, we can also help in the process to get your utilities restored, as long as you're going through the application process. Right now, there is a still standing for a lot of the utility providers, a moratorium that's preventing shutoffs. But if you're experiencing that, we encourage you to call 211 immediately, or call our MEAP assistance line, and we can start to help you.
Okay. And then Saunteel, I had another question for you. If my water is in my landlord's name, but I'm responsible for the bill, can I still get help?
You can still get help if your lease shows that you are responsible for the bill. You would just have to provide documentation showing that you are responsible for paying the bill each month.
Okay. Okay, that's very helpful. Thank you so much. And I didn't know if you had any other response as far as if your utilities were shut off, or if you needed to get a shut off notice to gain utility assistance as well.
Yes, you don't need a shut off notice to gain utility assistance. You just have to be behind on your bill. And if you're already shut off, as Sean stated, you can call 211. You can also call THAW, 1-800-866-THAW, and we will help you get your utilities turned on as well while you're in the application process. But I'd also encourage people to contact their utility provider, because, as Sean stated, there is a moratorium right now on shut off. And the utility companies have been really good at trying to make sure nobody is without utilities at this period in time, at this point in time. So contact the utility company as well.
Okay. Excuse me. And that's really good advice as well, because some people aren't getting a shut off notice, but they want to make sure that they're still going to be able to have their electric and their water. So that's very good advice to contact their utilities as well. Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry, I just want to say, people aren't getting shut-off notices right now because of the moratorium, but I strongly encourage people to, if you can pay anything, whatever you can pay, I strongly encourage people to do so. And if you're behind and your bill is, adding up, reach out for help now. Don't wait until the moratorium ends and you get a shut-off notice. Reach out and get some help right now.
Excellent.
Thank you.
We did have another question coming in here. Do you have to be a citizen to apply for these types of assistances?
No, you do not have to be a citizen.
Okay, so I know, as both of you mentioned, anybody can apply, and it is encouraged to apply, especially if they need assistance or think they might need assistance as well for these services.
Mm-hmm. There are some additional requirements that may apply depending on which program, but at THAW we have multiple programs and funding sources, and so the requirements will vary. But we encourage non-citizens to apply as well.
Okay. And what do you think is the most important information or advice that you could give people that are seeking assistance at this time? Saunteel, if you want to start.
Sure. It's a really tough and trying time for everyone right now. And there are a lot of people out there who were already struggling to make ends meet, and it's even tougher now. There are a lot of families who find themselves in this position for the first time ever. Whatever the case is, don't be afraid and don't be ashamed to reach out and seek assistance. We're there for you. We're there to help. And please reach out as soon as possible and allow organizations like the Hitam One Fund and United Way to do everything we can to keep you and your family healthy and safe.
Sean, did you want to add anything?
Yeah, and I don't think I could have said it, better than Ms. Jenkins right there. But I would just say that, during this time and just how incredibly challenging and everything is right now, if you're facing any sort of hardship and you're having a hard time making those utility payments, just call as soon as you can. Call now even, and we, we're here to help, and we would just, love to absolutely help there.
Definitely. We do have one more question here as well. Do you have to go through state emergency relief to get on the LSP program?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
That's a requirement to receive that assistance.
And then for the WRAP program or THAW or MEAP, is it only for Detroit residents, or you had mentioned it's for everybody?
No, MEAP is statewide. I'm sorry, Sean.
No, I was just about to say the exact same thing. It's a statewide program.
And WRAP is for communities that are in the Great Lakes Water Authority region. Wayne Metro administers that program, but if you are in the Great Lakes Water Authority region, you can get assistance there. And THAW, we have funding sources for other areas as well.
Excellent. All right, well, that is all the time we have for questions today. I want to thank both of you for being here, and everyone who's watching and participating. We thank you so much for your questions. And now I'd like to turn it back over to Dr. Hudson.
Thank you.
Thank you, Audrey, and thank you so much to Saunteel and to Sean for being here with us today, for sharing your expertise and information with us and our community to make sure that everyone knows where they can go to find resources for water and utility assistance. For anyone who is listening to this town hall and you're experiencing a need, please call 211. You only need to remember those 3 digits to start finding help. We remain open for you 24/7, and we have a running list of available resources, over 1,300 agencies that we can connect you to with just one phone call. This includes food pantries, it includes diaper banks, it includes utility assistance organizations like the ones we've had on our call today. Our team is here to assist you. You can also find these resources online on our 211 resource database at unitedwaysem.org/211. You can also go to our virtual town hall page that is in the chat box, and you'll be able to see not only today's town hall, but you will also find the town hall on unemployment assistance as well as food assistance. Our next town hall is going to be on this Friday, May 22nd at 1 p.m., where we will have guest speakers from the Accounting Aid Society and Wayne Metro to discuss stimulus payments and filing your taxes. Please join us then. And before we sign off, I would like to remind you to fill out your census. You can fill it out online. It's only 9 questions and takes a few minutes. The census impacts everything that we do, from funding for nutrition to Head Start programs to our public schools and our libraries. You can find out more at becountedmi2020.com. Thank you, everyone. Prayers to Midland and Saginaw counties. Be safe, be healthy, and God bless.